right, boys. I see some of your comments in the chat saying, how is Shelup's aim so good? Today, I'm going to give you guys the best combat guide. So right off the bat, let's start off with the best guns you could possibly have in this game. The best guns you could have is going to be the FAL and the Snake Smack 10. But if you look closely, I have certain attachments on here. So we got the reflex sight. This one's going to slight increase to aim speed. Very important to have the short foregrip. Anytime you get this in main game or even in competitive servers, you want to put this on right away. Significant decrease to recoil. So very, very important. And also moderate increase to aim speed. And last but not least, the operator suppressor. This is similar to the Spetnaz suppressor, if not the exact same, just reskinned. And this is going to do a small decrease to recoil. And you do have a moderate decrease to aim speed, but with all these other attachments, it kind of balances out. And there you go. You have the best loadout in the game. All right, now once you guys get your loadout, you guys are going to want to pick a hay bill. This is how I practice recoil. Controlling recoil in this game is probably like the #1 thing you have to do in order to get good at the game. I played so many competitive hours, so I definitely did this a ton. So the best way to practice recoil is to find a hay bale, and you want to find this end of it and just kind of increase your distance or decrease your distance depending on a range you guys want to practice on. So I line myself about right here. Go ahead and take out the FAL. And once your recoil looks like that, that's how you know you're getting better at the game. You'll know you do good if you hit all your shots just in the center of this hay bale. That's how you know your accuracy is just getting way better. And don't worry, usually it looks like this for me. All right, the next thing on the list is going to be positioning. Positioning is super important in this game, and the way you position your body before you start shooting someone. I'm going to show you guys the most OP positioning skills. The first thing you guys want to do, once you guys see like a little ledge or something like this, you guys just want to jump on it and head glitch. Head glitching is very important because for me, I can see his whole body, but you can only see like my tiny PD head. So this is perfect. And I can easily just beam him. He can never hit body shots. It's just so much better. And when someone's head glitching you, look how bad it looks. Like, what is that? I can barely even see his head, and you can see my literal whole body. So that's why it's super OP. Make sure you guys do that. It's going to help a ton in fights, I promise. And now for the third tip, we're going to have FOV settings. And if you guys are confused by FOV, it basically means your field of view. And if you guys see right now, if I'm just like standing here, this is the default settings of FOV. It's going to be set at 70. Let's go ahead and bump this thing up to 90. And look, all of a sudden a player spawns. So look how important it is to have your FOV at 90. You can see all around you when you're playing the game, and you don't want to get flanked. So definitely a good idea to turn it up. All right, and on to the next setting we have is going to be our crosshair settings. This is the most important setting. If you guys can see right now, when I shoot or when I move, the crosshair stays static, and it just makes it a little bit less annoying to play the game. So what you want to do to turn your crosshair on static, just go ahead, press tab, go to settings tab, scroll all the way down to user interface, and it's going to be right here. You can change the colors of it as well, but I recommend putting it on static because look at the dynamic crosshair. You don't want to be jumping around. You look, where even my crosshair going at this point? And when you're shooting, it just moves, and it makes it seem like there's more recoil than there actually is. And if you guys want to get the best performance and FPS on this game, you're definitely going to want to go to your settings, go down to graphics quality, and right here, you're just going to want to copy my settings, turn everything low. You're going to want to turn animations low, lighting quality low, lighting smoothness low, and world low. It's just going to make the game run so much smoother. But one thing you guys are going to leave on is going to be the impact particles. Those are important just to see bullets, to see where you're getting shot at from. And the last thing for the settings tab, you just go to the sound settings right over here. If you see ambience, you don't want this on. It just puts birds and stuff in the background. Turn all that down just so you can hear footsteps a little bit better, and turn music down. I just don't like the intro music, so I just turned that down. And if you want to see how many frames you are getting, go ahead and turn the frame rate option on. Super important to see how many frames you're getting. Right now, I'm getting 486. It might not be that high for you guys. I just have an insane computer, but as long as you're getting above like 100 frames, you're all good. And the way to get it above 60 frames is the FPS unlocker. All right, since we got all the settings out of the way, let's go straight into the combat guide. So if you ever see a player and he's about this range, the last thing you want to do is shoot from the hip. Okay, I just got super lucky, but I promise it's inaccurate. Like, look at this. So inaccurate, and you'll never hit a stinking shot in your life. So when someone's this range, the first thing you want to do is head glitch like I told you guys. So go ahead and jump on the hay bale, and you zoom in. Never shoot from the hip. Zoom in and just spray. And there you go. You have a nice beam and you got your kill. And now on to close range. So if you ever see a player this close to your screen, the last thing you want to do is just go first person. You never want to do this. And then you swap to the best gun that's good at close range. For me, it's the Snake Smack 10. So this is exactly how you'd play it. You just go third person, go ahead and do this, and just spray, because you don't need to be that accurate. You just go ahead and spray close range. It's pretty simple. All right, guys, and now to an option that really no one ever uses. I never see players use this except in the competitive lobbies, and it's gonna be holstering your gun just like this. And you might be thinking, why do I need to holster it? But I'll show you why right now. So if you ever peek like this and you guys need to reload and you guys are stuck with the crosshair and you can't really look around you while you're reloading, well, if you press V, you can actually see all around you, make sure no one's flanking you. So it's super important. So every time you shoot, you guys are just gonna want to press V to reload, and you can actually look around you while you're reloading. All right, guys, now we're finally on to the pro tips. So earlier in the video, I said the operator suppressor is super good, and this is the best loadout. Well, if you want an even better loadout, especially for 1v1s, I recommend taking off the operator suppressor. So go ahead and take it off, and you guys are probably confused, like, what? Why'd you guys take it off? Why'd you take it off? I promise you guys, it's so much better. So when you're 1v1ing someone and someone shoots you, you actually get camera shake in this game. So this is how the camera shake's gonna look like. I'm pretty sure you guys know it too, because it's super annoying. So the reason I'm showing you guys the camera shake is because without the suppressor, it actually gives the other person so much more camera shake. But with suppressor, it does less camera shake to the other person. So I recommend taking off the suppressor. I use no suppressor every time in 1v1s and I never lose. All right, next thing I'm going to show you guys is faking out your med kits. So right now I have another opponent on the other side of the hay bale, and we're actually going to 1v1. He's actually tryharding against me right now. So we're going to use all the techniques we learned. We have V, holster, and head glitching. So we're going to go ahead and fake the med kit this time. See, like, look how good faking the medkit is. Super, super important, even to do in public match, but especially competitive. All right, now I'm going to show you guys bullet lead. The best way to show you guys bullet lead So you always want to shoot ahead with almost every gun in this game, including like the FAL or any other gun you're using. All right, guys, so you got your graphics quality low, your FPS running like crazy. You guys learned head glitches, a ton of recoil control. Just simply pull down with the FAL on your mouse. And you guys learned how to hip fire super close. If you guys want to learn any other tips or just see my gameplay more, I'll definitely be posting more videos on that. And make sure to go watch my other videos as well. I make solo content and I just destroy the servers. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Join the Discord. See ya.